Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nika Gorovska. I am a current member of the Boy Scout Committee, and I'm from Ukraine. I'm part of the National Scout Organization in Ukraine, and I was the International Commissioner for 6 years in the past. Ukraine has been in all the international world news for more than a month now. And I think you will all agree with me how absurd it is to still see tanks and missiles hitting the ground, to see ruined buildings and ruined lives, to see people forced to stop doing things each of us does, walking in the park in the morning, or taking kids to school, or cooking dinner, or sitting in the living room and watching the TV in the evening, all the everyday things. It is unreal and unfair that this thing can still happen in the world of today, and it's happening right there, right now. But I don't want to talk about this situation today. I want to talk about Scouting. Its importance and its crucial role in addressing the crisis worldwide, including the war in Ukraine. Supported by the World Scout Foundation, World Scouting immediately reacted to an unfolding situation. An emergency appeal was set up via the Scout donation platform to help Ukrainian Scouts on site working with civilians, and also the Scouts from the neighboring countries, welcoming millions of Ukrainian refugees. More than $400,000 US have been collected so far, with over 2,200 supporters and donors from all over the world driving this financial support and also spreading this campaign globally. And I know how many of you have joined this appeal, and I cannot express how grateful I am, and the Ukrainian Scouts are, and our whole World Global Scout family for your truly meaningful contributions. These donations have been supporting the National Organization of the Scouts of Ukraine in their work on site with internally displaced people, helping them with basic needs and transportation, and also the national scout organizations from the neighboring countries like Poland, Romania, Moldova, and others who are welcoming the refugees from Ukraine and are supporting them with essential needs, volunteers, accommodation, and critical logistics. This funding is also being allocated to psychological support and other mental health services to children and young people who have experienced what I hope none of you ever will. The integration of those refugees who might not be coming back to Ukraine is another essential step in their well-being. And again, Scouts, apart from short-term solutions, they are also already planning long-term by giving the opportunity to young people to get actively involved in their new communities through Scouting, and also helping their families to feel more at home. And it's been really incredible to witness this tremendous support from Scouts with their skills, really the right ones, both soft and hard skills that they gained through their participation in the Scout movement, starting from first aid or critical thinking and to running large-scale camp logistics or managing volunteers. And these skills are really invaluable in the situation, in the emergency crisis settings. I know this is not the first time that we see that we can always count on Scouts whenever the crises occur. And either natural disasters or human-made conflicts, Scouts are always among the first ones to respond, resilient, and also empowered with their skills, with compassion, solidarity, and acts of service. And again, your gifts to the foundation enable Scouts to get these skills for life and to respond and to really make a difference in the hardest of circumstances. And I thank all of you for that.
With over 57 million Scouts serving their communities around the world, young people and volunteers are often some of the first responders during a humanitarian crisis and key partners in the delivery and provision of long-term solutions and ongoing support. Humanitarian principles resonate strongly with Scout values. Scouts are respectful and kind, with a duty to others at the heart of our Scout promise. Through Scouting, young people develop as resilient, active citizens who gain critical skills that enable them to take meaningful action. Scouts can mobilize quickly, manage large-scale logistics, and coordinate other volunteers to respond in an emergency. From rescue and cleanup efforts following natural disasters like floods and earthquakes, to community relief during the global pandemic, and supporting refugees fleeing conflict, Scouts are prepared to help and respond where their communities need it most. Scouts also play a long-term role in supporting and integrating young people affected by disasters, giving children and youth a safe space to grow and develop leadership skills that will last a lifetime. At the global level, we support National Scout organizations to develop training programs and activities that help prepare Scouts to respond during humanitarian crises. And Scouts' actions are amplified thanks to the ongoing support of the World Scout Foundation, our partners, and supporters worldwide. Let's help them do even more.